so what I planned. This camera angle is so great. Oh wow. Uh, Hi, Mr. Snus. How are you? I'm not enjoying this lighting. Hi, Jay. Dude. Wow. I hope I have a good day too. My shoulder hurts. Thank you, Mr. Snus. I appreciate the positivity. Trying to think about yesterday's stream. It was short. Oh yeah, it was before breakfast. It was so short because I had to go eat breakfast. I didn't get anything done yesterday. Wait, that's not true. I planted like 150 seeds yesterday, and I finally started getting the slug population under control. Oh, get a life. I have a vibrant life. How many plants are you growing this year, Deneen? I've already started like 300 plants on the 3rd day of spring. And I already started like a couple hundred seeds in January. I have a life that brings forth life. Thank you. Salt? You mean love? Nobody cares? Hi, I'm PinkMoonLust, and I care. I'm somebody. I'm sorry if you feel like nobody cares about the stuff you do. Thankfully, I don't need everyone to care. Actually, I'm okay with nobody caring. Like, okay, nobody cares? Actually, I don't think that's true. Judging by the messages that I get, I feel like people care a lot. I feel cared for. Thank you. That's cool. Force back. What did you plant? Hi, I'm PinkMoonLust. I'm curious about what seeds you've planted this spring. Also, this lighting is annoying me. Oh my gosh. Well, are the dandelions? I'm growing pink dandelions. Did you know that they have pink dandelions? Well, you know, Say Jai Bo. Those names are both cool. I like Callie because Callie is literally one of my favorite goddesses. And Kaylee, I love kale. I love kale. So I don't know. Do you want the Hindu goddess or do you want kale? I want both. You should name her Kaylee Callie. Callie Kaylee. Kaylee Callie. No, Mr. Sness. Callie is a goddess. Have you ever had a vision of Callie? Ooh. One time I was having an argument with one of my exes, and they were like, I thought Buddhists were supposed to be peaceful. And then I had the image of Callie in my mind. And I had to stop myself. I don't know, Jay. There's farting in front of other people, and like, okay, you might think you want the woman to fart in front of you because that means she's comfortable. But if the woman has the worst farts you've ever smelled in your life, you will feel cared for when she gets up and goes across the room to fart. I assure you. I'm gonna be honest, sometimes across the room doesn't cut it. Anyway. Jainism, Jainism, wherefore art thou, my Jainism? The karma of my life upon you, the life of my karma upon you. I return you to the earth in the quest for sacred geometry, in the quest for my own amusement. I repent. That was me writing a poem for the slugs without rhyming. So I don't know. Would I forgive if I wanted to eat your sacred geometry and you wiped me out? Would I forget you, or would I like vengefully still want to eat your sacred geometry? Sacred geometry. Sacred geometry is the patterns in nature. Like flowers and the leaves and vines and stalks of flowers, flower stalks, plants, flowering plants. Coney, was your ex totally chilling and talking about the 500 deep plant garden she just planted? Wait, I have just planted 500 seeds. So when you broke up with your girlfriend, she was totally fine, and she planted 500 seeds by the third day of spring. I'm happy for her. I planted 500 seeds, approximately. Maybe 400. Definitely 300. And then I got the slugs under control. They were eating my chrysanthemums and my nicotania plants. Nicotania? I grow nicotine plants tobacco plants because they're native to North America and they smell amazing. Oh, yes. To this year is the year of aromatics. When you broke up with your girlfriend, did she make an aromatic garden and live happily ever after? Ha. Um. uh, I'm growing pink dandelions. Pink dandelions. Pink ones. Healthcare is not free in the US. Oh my God. I was just stuck in Instagram reels for like an hour and I was watching an Instagram reel that a woman made about how much 3 miscarriages costs. She also has insurance. How much 3 miscarriages cost her with insurance was like then a bunch of women in the comments were talking $115,000 USD for 3 miscarriages over the course of years, obviously. $115,000. And then there were a bunch of people in the comments, women in the comments talking about how their stillbirths cost more than their live births in the United States. Which makes sense. I mean, I'm not saying that there weren't obviously medical procedures done, blah, 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 blah. But that's crazy. Like, ouch, bro. Just ouch. One of the ones. Wait, how do I do the math here? I don't know. Maybe I did the math wrong. I'm numerically dyslexic. But I know that one of them was like either 40,000 or 60,000. I don't even know what to tell you. If I went to the hospital to have a baby and I came out with 0 babies, negative 60K, I don't even know what to say to you! What kind of world is that? Sorry, I'm experiencing secondhand outrage. I wouldn't get over that. I wouldn't have gotten over that. I don't think I can get over that even if it didn't happen to me. Uh-oh, I ego-dashed inconveniently. Anyway, God bless the USA. Oh, then there was comments about the USA in the comments. It was like you could get arrested for having a miscarriage with some of the laws they recently passed. Yeah. Bro, hearing that woman talk about how much miscarriages cost made me want to use more protection. And ain't nothing made me feel like that. Oh. Okay. Amy Dixon. The bleeping Republicans passed some really interesting reproductive laws, and women are getting arrested for having miscarriage under suspicions that they did something to cause the miscarriage. The Republicans. You're damn right. The conservatives. There are women getting arrested for having miscarriages. Let's just get that straight. Let's pencil that in. There are literally women going to jail because they had miscarriages. Because there were laws passed that say that you have to have the baby instead of not. And you get legally persecuted when you don't have the baby. If you were pregnant and you didn't deliver. Of course, not all miscarriages are being prosecuted, but literally, when the doctors get suspicious. Just that sentence. Miscarriages aren't being prosecuted as crimes. I would like to believe that. And of course, there are, unfortunately, instances in history. But I can't even finish the sentence, where the woman did do it. But this is the thing. This is my body. You don't get to tell me what I have to do with my body, including my womb. And that there are laws being enacted that actually instruct me what I'm able and not able to do with my womb. I actually didn't mean to rant about this, but if not this, what shall I rant about? But that sentence exactly. Miscarriages are not against the law. Somebody just suggested that. And y'all, people are actually making laws against women deciding whether or not they get to have fetuses in their womb. The thing that blows my mind is that there are people that say, even if you didn't choose to do something that can get you a fetus, if you get a fetus, even if you didn't say that was okay, you have to carry the fetus. How dare you? How dare you? Just period. There are people that say that even if the uterus haver isn't an adult, that if they have a fetus in their uterus, they have to carry it to terms, even if they're not an adult. These laws are on the sides of monsters. Period. Yeah, they're passing laws. The conservatives are passing laws in the name of God. In the name of their God, to make women, or not even women, uterus havers, have some sort of responsibility and to life, even if they didn't ask to be bearers of life. Grow up. I would actually like that for other people. Growing up is actually a lot of what has to happen for the people who choose not to carry fetuses to full term. A lot of people aren't grown up enough, and that's why they make that decision. Or you don't have to grow up, you don't have to have a level of maturity, you just can say no. You can say no! Even if you have a uterus, you can say no. That's the country that I was born in. That's something that made me feel like literally a woman's right to choose. Someone else did that to your uterus. Do you want to go on with that life trajectory? I believe you should have the choice. And yes, you can do that to your own uterus. But then you should still have the choice. Actually, that's I don't know if I should go full tilt talking about the time that I took Plan B. I literally wanted the Plan B. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes. Oh, I took the shame of borrowing $50 from my grandparents, and I bought myself the Plan B because I wanted a Plan B. And you know what? I'll say it. The man didn't do that to me. I did that to myself. Oops. Just like y'all said. Oh, the woman goes out and she does it to herself, and then she wants to take it back. Yep. Yep. I didn't know no better. I was, this memory of myself is funny because I was 20 years old. I was 20 years old when I took Plan B. And in my memory, I might as well have been 10. I'm sorry, but I was so young and so not. I wouldn't say that I wasn't ready to be a mother because I would have rocked it. It would have been weird, but I would have done what I had to do, and we would have made some soup, and it would have been fine. Okay, but I just wouldn't do that to myself. It was horrifying. Raising a kid where I lived would have been the most horrifying thing ever. If I would have even been able to keep them there. Like CPS just come through and wipe the slate clean for real. Anyway, so yeah, that being able to take the Plan B when I was 20 years old was something beautiful, and like me standing up for myself and my life and what I wanted out of my life. And not just that, wasn't just for me, it was for the potential freaking fetus. I don't I'm thinking of how young I was. I was so young. I would literally characterize myself as my life didn't even start yet. That's literally like me at 20 years old when I think of it as a 36-year-old woman. Oh my God. And to have a 16-year-old now? Oh my God. I wouldn't have been able to find the amount of peace if I have that. Oh, ew. I'm sorry. I just imagine Ew. What the hell? Where my whole I hope I would have started hustling or like I don't think I would have become a gardener if I had a kid when I was 20 or 21. I don't think I would have gotten into the earth the way that I did. Anyway, wow. It's a beautiful full circle. Oh no. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Well, that was beautiful. You thought I was 48? Is it because of all my wrinkles? Oh my god, that's amazing. Well, welcome to Best Buy. Last time I was at Best Buy, they took forever to come talk to me about products. And then they didn't even know anything about the products. But yay! Nerd Squad! Um, Thank you, Vicky. I appreciate the positivity. Wow, I made it! ASMR, I made it on the big screen. Should we play music? Because we're somewhere? Oh, how much did I cost? How much did I cost? I like this song.
Battery 100%. Connected to it, girl.
I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted. I said everything you wanted. I said everything you ever wanted.
Let's do this. Okay, bye. Top one.
pink. Top one pink. Top one pink. Top one pink. Top one top one pink.
Top one pink. Top one pink. Okay, so top one pink. I meant to grab my carrot juice, I forgot. I promise, Kesh, only in self-defense. Otherwise, it would be illegal. Or with a written contract that it's okay. Or in self-defense. Carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice. Meds. Carrot juice. Carrot juice, carrot juice, carrot juice, echolalia, yay. Carrot juice, carrot juice. I'm gonna go collect a disability check just to take your tax dollars. No, I'm not on disability. I'm an independent contractor. I've independently contracted myself to this beautiful place. Hi. No, I'm not on disability. I'm in tax debt. The American dream. Don't worry. I was a big girl and I did it all by myself and I failed. Good job! You were disabled after all. You were ravingly mentally disabled and physically disabled, and you tried, and you got very not a lot of places. But yay, America! I'm chilling. It's good. We're good. It's good. I am working towards becoming financially stable. You look so excited. No, I'm good. I'm good. We'll how the bleep are you gonna be mentally stable if you ain't got no money for groceries, bro? No, I actually think financial stability has to come before mental stability. Because if you can't buy groceries, how are you gonna feel any less crazy? I was like, uh-oh, I'm having a schizophrenic breakdown. I can't buy groceries. Also, like, that's, you're never gonna stop having a schizophrenic breakdown if you can't buy groceries. Also, I guess I should just go to the food banks. But I've been really antisocial since the pandemic. There used to be a lot more food banks in my area that were more easily accessible, and then the pandemic wiped them out, which is interesting. But yeah. I have gallbladder problems, so I can't eat butter. So, how do I stop being a hater? Oh, there you go, B-Dog. Get that bread in therapy. No butter. Welcome to my life of no butter. I have gallbladder problems that don't show up on tests or scans. Well, there was this other scan that I needed to do, but I got COVID the last time I went to the hospital. Also, when I talk about my digestive symptoms, I get 5150. If you know, you know. Like, I have psychological problems eating. But if I tell a medical healthcare professional what thoughts actually go through my mind when I try to eat food, they will legit 5150 me immediately. So, there's this test that I needed to do. But I got COVID the last time I went to the ER. It was awful. So I went to the ER to try to do my gallbladder, whatever. And they scanned it eventually. But like I said, they 5150'd me. And then I got COVID. And then it was like, okay, you have gallbladder problems. Would you like to go pursue surgery? Okay. You might get COVID from the waiting room. You might get something worse than COVID from the waiting room. You might get something not as bad or worse as COVID from the waiting room. And then you might get 5150 again, probably for sure, because you're telling a new person about yourself. I was like 75% sure that I would get 5150 if I tried to go in for another scan for my gallbladder. And I couldn't get over the threat of COVID, something worse than COVID, or something less worse than COVID from the waiting room, and then being put into an ambulance and taken to the loony bin anyway. Like, what? And then there's all the, so you're gonna get loony bin from loony bin COVID or something worse than the loony bin COVID. It's science funny to me. So I couldn't convince myself to go try to get the scan. Also, they make you drink like radioactive liquid to see what your gallbladder does with it. And there's that. So I didn't have the nerve to risk loony bin COVID or whatever disease or the lunar. I don't like being 5150. Who likes it? I like long walks on the beach, and then when they take me off the beach and put me in a straight jacket, actually, okay. uh, anyway, this is kind of like stand up. I should put it together and go perform it as stand up. I said something the other day. I've made like I made myself laugh talking about like the worst things that have ever happened to me. I think just I like it when comedians do that. Cause just think I'm not saying like everybody has their tragedies. Everybody has, well, not everybody, but most people have strange things that happen to them or whatever. But I feel like a lot of people have kind of like lives removed from other. I don't know. What am I trying to say? Like I lived in an interesting part of society that a lot of people don't know about, or that has a lot of social stigma from where I'm from, aka the streets. Um. What is my mental state? I hate that I'm waiting for somebody to affirm or deny me. Story of my codependent ass life. What is my mental state? I just had a really bad fishing injury like 16 days ago, and I recovered from that. Then I had a dermatology problem, and I recovered from that. And I planted 300 seeds. Oh, my mental state. Oh, I don't want to put myself on blast, but there's an area of my life that needs a lot of work. Oh, whoa, you can almost like deduct what I'm talking about just by the amount of things I put myself on blast for, and the one thing I don't. I wonder why. No. On blast. Okay. Hi. Do you feel lonely? My first answer was, I got hella work to do. What are you talking about? Lonely? I have overwhelmed myself with garden plans. Lonely? I'm outside with like 1,000 plants, planting seeds to make more. Like, lonely. I'm like overwhelming myself with stuff. Lonely? No. Oh, well, I guess I'm glad that that's bringing people closer to nature. I watered it last night, wizard. By myself, all by myself, and I patrolled the garden for slugs. Oh. Sorry. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy winter solstice. But it's spring. It's How? Oh my gosh. I was relieved to be cold this morning. I'm reflecting upon my reaction to the word Hanukkah, but I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, winter solstice. Was that the 20th? Wait, no. That's the 20 something of December, right? I know, right? I was just used to the 1990s where we could be peacefully inclusive. You know, before World War III. Yay. I'm sorry, Dan, I don't care. That was my first response. Okay. Yeah. Um. Oops. Thank you, Babo. Jean. Have you not? Oh, do you wait? I don't know. Okay. Y'all, I was literally just wishing people a happy holiday. It was religious. Now we have some kind of discourse. Mm. I don't. Well, you're asking for. Oh! You're demanding mercy. I'm not sure. All the institutions of the world have mercy. I think they have financial objectives. I think. I think. I'm 36. Ooh, this is a tea. Woo! Oh my god. You know what? I spit in it because I'm not drinking that. Oh my gosh. Okay. That was hideous. Thank the Lord that this. Oh God! What the fuck? Jesus Lord. Oh. I was trying to talk about this coffee tasting good, and then the strength of the coffee hit me so hard. Oh no, Nate! Do you live stream? Do you make sure your lungs don't scare people? Do you make sure your lungs aren't scary when you're in social situations? What you trying to say? Mud isn't what this little piggy should be playing in? Mm. Wow. um, well, I tried to drink some herbal tea, but it had god awful blueberry flavoring. That was nasty as hell, bro. To be honest, I meant to take this back. I learned, well, there you go. But I didn't. Because it's like, I don't know. I'm surprised they sell that at Whole Foods. Like, what? Nah, bro. That's like tea for people who like Kool-Aid. Like, literally. It had like weird ass stevia in it. Sweetened. Like, oh. Oh, ah. I didn't want to talk about it. Okay, it's over. My fault. I trusted them. Some of those flavors are alright. Some of them are god awful, apparently. Hi, PinkMoonLust. Oh no! You didn't have a spiritual awakening! Oh no! Oh no! Your chakras didn't open! Oh no! You're not a satisfied customer for my YouTube channel. I'm predictable as I sit here drinking coffee in my bedroom. I promised coffee. That's it. Oh no! This is so weird. I actually talk to people, and you know, we could be talking about anything, but this is what y'all are talking about. So, unlike the Mongolian barbecue of live streams. That's what I actually read that as. Om. Wishful thinking, right? Someone needs to help me. Help me, help me, help me, help me. Help me, help me. I like boats and cars and property. I'm chilling actually though, like I am a child of Earth. Help me, help me, help me. Thank you for the help. I've always depended on the kindness of strangers. Oh, hooray for the kindness of strangers. I don't drink adult beverages besides coffee, so your theory is very unlikely. Yes, exactly. I'm not drunk, I'm psych. Super psych. You want to breathalyze me, officer? Word salad. Word salad. Psych. Do you know that that's not the right way to use that word? I like being a psych, but okay. Stay in school. No, actually, F those student loans. Hustle every day! Anyway. I take coffee hard. Hi, I'm an independent contractor. You're in my live stream. Wow. I am hosting you on the internet. This is a social experience. Wow. No, Eric. Amen. Please. Please. Thank you. That's. Sometimes I go to watch YouTube live and I can't really find a real person doing anything. Maybe I'm just not able to look at all the lives or something. I don't know. Oftentimes when I go on YouTube live, there's like people showing like terrible news. They're just sitting there talking about something terrible that just happened. I'm not saying current events aren't really useful because I'm all about current events and information actually, but at the same time, oh my god, okay. Hi, we're live with terrible feelings. Oh, why don't I see you, Daniel? I feel like we should listen to a song. Also, for some reason, the songs that I want to listen to haven't been downloaded. I'm very disorganized. Ow! My shoulder hurts so bad, y'all. Oh my god, bro. I just tried to touch my mucous membranes, which isn't a good idea anyway. But I tried to touch my face and it hurts so bad. Somebody got at me yesterday for laughing when there was nothing funny, and the fact that I can say the sentence trying to touch my face made my shoulder hurt so bad. It made me laugh. The fact that I can laugh at that is such a godsend. And no, it's not funny. It freaking sucks. But the fact that I can derive humor from stuff that's literally not funny is what will save my life, I assure you. Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm a full-time YouTuber these days, but I haven't made a YouTube video in a month. I feel like I crashed myself mentally when I asked myself what happened a month ago that made you stop making stuff. And I know what it is, and it's kind of sad, and it's not nobody's fault, but I don't know what happened. Except this gives me the opportunity to relaunch my channel, which is fun. I think I'm legit. Well, no, I know I am. I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna make like 15 videos and then schedule them. I have the footage already. And it'll be me doing stuff. It'll be great. Oh, I'm a full-time crash out because I paused my life to do my taxes and then I didn't do them. Please, God help me. But it's not over. We're talking about it, which means that I'm facing my life head on, which is good. Anyway, uh, uh, I'm 36. Oh joy. Does any of this carry over into the next life? Well, especially if I cease to exist right now, yes, I would take everything that I have right now and it would get repackaged. Unless we just chat. No. You know, have you ever heard of a bodhisattva? I really feel like I'm a bodhisattva, and a lot of schizophrenic religious people would tell you this, maybe. But when I think about what they say ascension is and all that, I literally don't want to ascend. I want to just flop around in the struggle with everyone else. And that's cute. Like, even if it means all this war and everything else. But maybe that's just an avoidance of being. Somebody asked me if I was lonely earlier, and I talked about plants, but I didn't talk about being one with everyone and being absolutely alone, even with the billions of people here. Deep, too deep. Hi. Stop spamming. You look like a famous movie star in a horror movie. You look like a famous movie star. You look like a movie star. You look like some girl from some sitcom. You look like some celebrity. You look like celebrity. You look like somebody else. You look like somebody else. Okay. I was freestyling German, but that works. Your kind lies. Humans? Wow. I would say that humans lie. Yep. In fact, humans are the ones creating the truth and the lies, and the truth and the suspense between the truth and the lies. That's all humans, for sure. And then the judgment around the liars and the judgment on the truth tellers. Oh boy. Superhuman. Hella human. Hi, I'm a full-time YouTuber. I've made 5 cents this hour before taxes. I'm chilling. But yes, I'm an independent contractor, and I've independently contracted myself here. Hi. I'm a Buddhist and a Hinduist. Wee. Oh. Oh, what a revolutionary concept, Romero. You obviously don't know me. Hinduism. Yay. You should have a brace on your mind, James, that prevents you from talking bleep for no reason. I should be. JDM. I dare say womankind is enchanting enough. No, my girlfriend is often disappointed in me pursuing heterosexuality in the degree that I do. When I stop texting my girlfriend for 20 minutes, she asks me if I'm talking to cute guys from dating apps. And I am a lot of the time. So, well, shout out to the dude that I would like. Oh, shout out to like the 4 to 5 dudes who I'm willing to be exclusive with, who are just like not wanting to be exclusive with me. So it's not me being purposefully adventurous. There's literally 5 dudes that I would be exclusive with, but they're like, bye, Felicia. And I'm like, okay. Okay, I'll see you when you get back. I'll be here with bells on. And you're about to hear it like ding, 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 ding. Okay. How many showers? I would say 50 to 60 showers per month. Oof. No, 50 to 60 showers per month. And it might get hella hot and we might have 90 showers a month, bro. If it's 115 degrees, you might see me up in here with 90 showers. Just saying. If I get my feet dirty, I might have a foot shower. Random fact. Like, if my feet are dirty, but I just got out of the shower, we're gonna have a foot shower. Like, I ain't playing. Like, I'm the woman who gets into arguments about making other people shower. Don't come at me like I stink. That's funny. Like, and I'm not talking about trolling people on the internet. I'm talking about dudes I'm attempting to be in relationships with. I send them to the shower because it ain't good enough. So I'm like, I'm up there with the hygiene, bro. Do I have money? No, I'm in the red. I'm in the red. My country is fun. I am in the red, but we're like in the red, but we can glimpse the pink and the green. We're in the red, but we can see the pink and the green in the horizon. You know, like getting out of the red and into the pink and then into the green, y'all, you know? These are your chakras. This is why we be here, y'all. You can't see the root chakra, which is probably some not good spiritualism because the root chakra is very important. But the root chakra is right there. It's Muladhara and it's red. This is your sacral chakra. It's Swadhisthana and it's orange. This is your Manipur chakra and it's golden and it's the solar plexus in English. This is Anahata in Sanskrit and the heart chakra in English, and it's green as you can see. This is Vishuddha, the throat chakra, and it's blue, sky blue or dark blue or blue or blue or blue or blue or blue, blue. Hi. This is your third eye chakra. It's purple or indigo or lavender. It's Ajna. Ajna? Ajna. This is the top one, and the top one is pink and white and lots of stuff. This is the crown chakra, the 1,000 petaled lotus. It's Sahasrara. 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 You can pronounce it better if somebody else taught you. Maybe. You know, a good teacher is knowing where your knowledge fails. Sahasrara. I don't know. Is that? I don't know how. I don't know. I actually couldn't pronounce it at all until recently. Anyway, ta-da. I am all up on the spectrum. Oh, they say you can't be autistic and schizophrenic at the same time, but I'm not sure. I need a shirt that says that. I need to sell shirts that say that. Hi. Wee. I'm hella alive. I have nice skin. Except when I have cataclysmic dermatology problems. JK. Okay. Oh, that's interesting, Robert. I hope it filled you with a good feeling instead of like dread or horror. I used to play the clarinet. My clarinet is moldy. That's sad. I'm on coffee and milk and sugar. Oh, the American way. I had some carrot juice with turmeric in it. I'm Cali sober. Huh. Oh, that sounds like something dead people would be worrying about, Robert. For real. Like something haunting. Hello, I'm PinkMoonLust. I'm sorry, Mary, if you don't believe in me, but I believe in me. You should believe in yourself, too. Does everyone want to get banned? I'm one of those homeless people that has a roof over their head but doesn't have a lot of control over their living situation, and who like used to be homeless and now I technically live inside, but it wasn't a happily ever after. There's a lot of strife. Also, something horrific happened to me while I was homeless, and it took like a 3-year court trial to finish. It took 3 years to finish that part of my life. So, at a certain point in my life, I didn't really feel like I stopped being homeless. I just stopped being able to sleep outside because of how dangerous it was. So let us just say that I dealt with a lot of BS in my quest to not live outside. And it didn't really make me feel something less than homeless. And then when I actually had like the financial ability to do something in this world, I had my first schizophrenic meltdown of my life. Like, I was in my early 20s. Oh joy, the schizophrenia sets in. And like, I had my first real schizophrenic breakdown of my life. Like, the breakdown that makes you know that you're undeniably schizophrenic. Or like, okay, well, you go through life, and I went through life not flying the schizophrenia flag. I used to say, like, I know that I'm not schizophrenic because the only voice I hear is my own voice. I used to have that sentence about myself. And then in my early 30s, I started having symptoms of schizophrenia so literal and so intense that I began flying the schizophrenia flag. And let's just say a lot you have to go through a lot before you're ready to just say, "Hi, I'm a schizophrenic." Let's just say that. Let's just say that. That was my personal experience. So let's just say I've been through so much schizophrenic crap in the last 6 years that I just like have. So, like, if I don't have schizophrenia, then my gallbladder has driven me bleeping insane. That's one thing I can tell you. I'm either schizophrenic, I have late stage autism that's just driven me insane by having like an unhappy life for 36 years and just like I've gone insane. So there's that. So it's either my unhappy 36-year-old life of strife and literal turmoil has driven me crazy, and this is just what that looks like. Or late stage autism, or my traumatic life mixed with late stage autism. Or I'm legit schizophrenic, which legit runs in my family genetically. So like, what if the rest of your family is schizophrenic? Why do you even question your like? Yep, it's over. Forget it. Anyway, there's me. I'm chilling with the schizophrenia. Oh, hella chilling with the schizophrenia. On the subject of schizophrenia, the problem with schizophrenic people isn't actually their schizophrenic thoughts. It's what they do with the disordered, mentally ill, destructive thoughts. It's what you do with the symptoms of schizophrenia that makes schizophrenia such a problem for yourself and the people around you. So it's not necessarily the symptoms of schizophrenia that are so problematic. It's what people do to try to escape the thoughts, or when they actually listen to the disordered thoughts and do what the crazy voices are telling you to do. That's the problem. But if you suffer from schizophrenia and you just watch yourself very closely, you can learn to identify. I don't want to say like which thoughts are yours and which thoughts aren't yours, because they're all your thoughts. But at the same time, there's a big distinction from the thoughts that I want to think versus my schizophrenic meltdown rhetoric. Nobody wants to think the types of things that I think when I'm super agitated. Nobody wants to be in a carousel that looks like that. Nobody wants to look at the objects in the room and think about doing what I think about doing with the objects in the room. Nobody. So once you register that you're having a type of thought that nobody wants to have, you can literally, like, not necessarily always ignore it. You need to get yourself out of the situation that's agitating you. You need to restart yourself and make yourself feel different and safe. Notice I say you need to feel different and safe. A lot of people who suffer from schizophrenia try to do bad things to get away to feel safe. That's the big no thing on schizophrenia that gets people in trouble, because they add substances on top of their schizophrenia, and then where does the psychosis begin or end? I don't know. So people use substances to try to run away from the scary thoughts. It's really tragic. I have seen homeless people literally verbalize that they are running away from the voices, and it's so sad and scary, but it's so real. You'll literally do anything. Okay, so the voices are telling you to get rid of yourself. You'll do anything to make the voices stop, and unfortunately there's very few things that make the voices stop. Anyway, so you need to, instead of doing something even more self-destructive, you literally need to take yourself out of the situation that's agitating you and make yourself feel safe and like different and heard. And like I go straight to food in a good way. Well, my gallbladder doesn't allow me to go to pastries, so I go straight to health foods, like fresh pressed juices and herbal teas, and like I do those health shots. They're really expensive, but when you're having a mental crisis, how much would you pay to not be in psychosis? Be careful, don't go to the mental institution. So like spending $30 on herbal drinks to get yourself out of a psychotic space is totally worth it. Plus you're making yourself stronger, and like you're choosing herbs from the grocery store instead of self-destructive things. But sickly enough, the schizophrenic behavior is still there. Like, so schizophrenic people want to make the voices stop and make everything, like vitamins, and not I don't really like supplements, but like things that have vitamins, like herbs, they change your brain just like terrible substances. So you're reaching for the same mechanisms that the people dying on the streets are actually reaching for, but you're reaching for the good stuff that'll actually help your brain stop telling you to bleep yourself. So, yeah. If you're like a spiritualist and a health food enthusiast and you watch yourself really closely and don't indulge your schizophrenic thoughts, you can actually be okay. My experience. I love saying that because it's so real. When you have schizophrenia, it's not the symptoms of schizophrenia that's the problem. It's you lashing out at the people around you and yourself and just freaking out and being stressed out that's the problem. So if your schizophrenic symptoms freak you out, you you literally just have to calm down. It seems, and that's actually what the whole medications do in the first place. So you just cut out the middleman of the medication and take responsibility for your reactions, whether or not they're schizophrenic as hell. And it might be a little bit of a bad influence to other people who might well, I don't know. I'm a good influence or a bad influence depending on how you look at it, saying that you can do this without medication, because I'm not gonna lie, it's horrifying. It's horrifying. You have to get a little bit detached. When I first bombed into my schizophrenic reality, I felt guilty because of, like, you know what they say, the contents of your soul. How could you possibly feel like a good person with your mind telling you to bleep yourself thousands of times a day? It makes you doubt who you are because of what you're doing. And that was one of the most mind-blowing things. And it's really nice to talk about this because I don't feel like I'm a bad person anymore when I have these types of thoughts. And it took me a little bit to like separate my illness from who I really am, because it's, you would probably hear a lot of mentally ill people say this, but I'm not that person. Oh, well, nobody wants to be that person. Again, nobody wants to be so freaked out in their own suffering that they're causing social problems for others or hurting themselves. Nobody wants that. Anyway, I don't feel a spiritual failing. Nowadays, when I have intrusive thoughts, I don't feel like I'm a dark person. I actually feel like more empowered that I get through this all the time to come back to where I want to be, or where the world needs me to be, where I need to be in this world. Both the world and me need to have some kind of understanding. Oh, literally, like a lack of anger and resentment. A lack of rage is what I need for me and the world together. I need to not be in a schizophrenic breakdown rage. That's what I need, and that's what the world needs. So we're going to do it together. Anyway. Oh, I had a spiritual awakening in 2016. Thank you, Jason. Ooh, that makes me want to go look at that girl. I often say, like, if there's a girl like me, bring her to me. That sounds hella weird, but... Okay, I'm Googling this girl. Okay. Oh, giggling. There's a girl like me? That means she's gonna like girls like me and we're gonna marry. No, okay. Oh, what? Oh my god. She calls herself some kind of lord. And I'm like, yeah, okay. uh-uh. But I will say that one of the reasons I'm here at YouTube, you can like this, is this creator. Wait, I think she's just I feel funny. Let me make sure I have it right before I say the word. Okay. So, one of the people who gave me the nerve to be a live streamer on YouTube was Sagittarius Shouty. I'm also a Sagittarius, and I I I don't know. So anyway, hi. I wanna move to Nevada. I wanna move to Nevada. Close your eyes. View the world as an ocean of divine light. Hi, I'm PinkMoonLust. Oh my god. I had a fishing injury 16 days ago, but I hope so. Which questions have I answered? Hi, I'm PinkMoonLust. I'm drinking coffee. Y'all are so pleasant. Oh. Hi. Hi. Ah. Where is the music? I was just thinking about that. You read my mind, though, for real.
100% connected to April.
Wait, what? Except cookies. What do you think? I want to listen to this one. Dang. It's down there. Dang, I didn't save it. Oh, wait. Okay.
sunken in it again and again and again, sunken in it again, sinking into it, sunken into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it at twice, sunken in it again and again. You never felt it at once, never felt it at twice, never fallen in it ever again, again, again. The illusion sinking, sinking. The illusion sinking again, sinking, sunken in it again and again and again, sinking in it, sinking into it, sinking into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it twice, sinking in it again and again. You never felt it at once, you never felt it twice, never falling in it ever again. The illusion sinking, sinking. The illusion sinking again, sunken again and again and again, sunken in it, sinking into it, sunken into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it at twice, sunken in it again and again. You never felt it at once, never felt it at twice, never fallen in it ever again, again, again. The illusion sinking, sinking. The illusion sinking again, sunken in it again and again and again, sunken in it again, sinking into it, sunken into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it twice, sunken in it again and again. You never felt it at once, never felt it twice, never fallen in it ever again, again, again. The illusion sinking, sinking. The illusion sinking again, sunken in it again and again and again, sunken in it, sinking into it, sunken into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it twice, sinking in it again and again. You never felt it at once, you never felt it twice, never falling in it ever again, again, again. The illusion sinking, sinking. The illusion sinking again, sunken in it again and again and again, sunken in it, sinking into it, sunken into it again, 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 sinking in it. You never felt it at once, you never felt it at twice, sunken in it again and again. You never felt it at once, never felt it at
that song's crazy. Oops, I didn't mean to stop it. Like, oh my gosh, I used my hypnotist's terminology accidentally while writing that song, and it is like level 11 metaphysics for me, bro.
On your knees. Eternally. For eternity. On your knees. On your knees.
Here we go.
For me. For eternity. You think I wouldn't eat him. He asks me if he can take me dancing on the first date, and suddenly I'm in a 10 feet deep trance. No. He asks me if he can take me dancing on the first date. No. I'm hopelessly entranced, remembering us dance. No. Dance without music on our first date. Dance without music unless the music was just wind. How could I want to dance with anyone, anywhere else? He asks me if he can take me dancing on the first date. No. I'm in a 10 feet deep trance. No. He asks me if he can take me dancing on the first date. No. I'm hopelessly entranced, remembering us dance. Dance without music on our first date. Dance without music unless the music was just wind. How could I want to dance with anyone, anywhere else?
I don't think I've ever 100% accuracy that song. Yes, we are playing Rock Band. And I'm kind of resentful at why I think I was able to 100% accuracy that. But what you gotta do, what you gotta do! What version of the song is this?
I just remembered how I went all the way. I love it when you do that thing where I can't write. I love it when I love it. I love it when we go all the way.
Reminds me of the weird music when I'm, wait, sorry. I'm not gonna finish the sentence. Shout out to what I was about to say.
When they say they love me, when they say they love me, when they say they want me, all the way, all the way. When they say they're in love with me, when they say they want me enough to take me. All the way, all the ways when they want to love me, like a wave, all the way, all the way. When they ask to be my husband. They always strike me as you. I always swoon, imagining it was you. When they love me, I always imagine it's you. Finally coming for me all the way, and all the ways. You're finally coming for me.
Amen, ghost. I want to listen to this song, but I'll be right back.
I wouldn't.
This one?
I wouldn't.
Yes.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't even pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even. Like I will let you, like I will let you, let you, let you, let you, let you. Pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even pull out, pull out, pull out.
Good morning, Michelle.
Like I will let you, like I will let you, let you, let you, let you. Like I will let you pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even. Like I will let you, like I will let you, let you, let you, let you. Like I will let you pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even pull out, pull out, pull out. I wouldn't even pull out. I wanna float.
I'll be right back.
I wanna float. I wanna float. I wanna float. I wanna float out of my body, out of my body. out of my body. I love it when I float. 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 I love it when I float out of my body. Out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. Out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. Out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. I love it when I float out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. I love it when I float out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. Out of my body. I love it when I float. I love it when I float. I love it when I float out of my body. I love it when I float out of my body.
game worthy?
I can't even myself, I can't even myself.
You laughed.
Said nothing's real. Said, what if it's all energy? Half smile, half confession. You were glowing room blend. Air got thin. The sky just walked in. I said, this ain't your crown chakra open. You ain't quiet like the doorway had opened. Eyes rolled back then, you started choking on lies. I said, wait, you can see all your lifetime's kitchen tiles turning into bright eyes. I said, this in your crown chakra open. So you grabbed me, crying. Who turned off gravity? Every heartbeat, every breath, secret ink. You saw colors in my voice. You kept asking, is this true? While the cosmos poured it through you. I said, this ain't your crown chakra open. You ain't quiet like a doorway had spoken. Eyes rolled back then, you started choking on lies. You said, wait, I can see all your lifetime's kitchen tiles turning into bright eyes. I said, this in your crown chakra open. So that I don't fit in my name. Said nothing feels the same. You came back with your hair in tangles. Said the stars don't sit with angels. They sit right here, heaven between my eyes, inside my mind. I said, listen, your crown chakra open. You ain't quiet like the doorway had spoken. Eyes rolled back then, you started choking on lies. You said, wait, I can see all my lifetime's kitchen tiles turning into bright eyes. I said, this in your crown chakra open. So
Okay. Wasn't that precious? Hi. Should we do vocals? I want to put vocals on stuff. I don't know. Should I eat breakfast? Should I? Oh. Thanks for noticing my breathing. Nobody ever notices that about me. Every day I wake up and I think, when will they notice the way that I'm breathing? Do 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 do. Uh-huh. I need to start making it normal for me to record vocals while I'm live on YouTube so I can be sitting here laying vocals on the track while I'm live, but it's just so like but I pledge to you to one day get over it, because we could make like at least half of a track while we were live, bro. But I don't know if you know this, but producing music really entails like listening to pieces of it over and over. Sometimes I go back to listen to a part like 5 times before I decide what to do with it. And then I do something, and then I take it back and then listen to it again and decide to do something else. So I don't know if y'all all listen to like tiny pieces of music over and over and over. But whatever, you know. Welcome to the music producing life. There's I'm forgetting what their name was, but there was a creator on Instagram who's a DJ, and they showed it from the perspective of their girlfriend, and they were in like the studio listening to the same thing over and over and over, and she's like, "Are you really gonna do that again?" And they're like, "Yeah, like it's not done." Like I got dogs and trucks. Oh, they're not my dogs or my trucks, but that's what I'm hearing. I don't even know what a Bell taco is, but Taco Bell is blacklisted for making me too fat when I used to care about stuff like that. I stopped eating Taco Bell like 10 years ago. I started making my own tacos, which are hella good. Also, I like authentic taquerias, especially because Taco Bell isn't even cheaper than real tacos now. You like the for the price of Taco Bell these days, you can go get a real ass taco at a taqueria with a dank salsa bar. Like, what are you doing at Taco Bell? Are you just antisocial? Like, I don't know. The fact that Taco Bell is like Mexican food to people is like, whoa. You're welcome, Michelle. I hope you're feeling better in some way. Oh, my neighbors gave me a Taco Bell taco. Okay, no, let me rephrase that. I was vacationing, and my vacation home neighbors gave me a Taco Bell taco when I was starving, and that was delicious. And I really appreciated that. credit where credit's due, but like I don't know. I don't remember if my gallbladder was okay with it or not. I think I remember. Maybe I was just paranoid for like a little while, but then it was okay. But anyway. My favorite food probably is real burritos. But I guess it would technically be sandwiches, which is a really big subject. Sandwiches including burritos, which is a really big genre of things. hmm I also like Asian food. Pretty much all Asian food. Yay! Guilty of being right. Damn, y'all are making me hungry. I made me hungry with everyone. I like Indian food too. I don't think Indian food. Wait, is Indian food Asian? I don't know. I don't eat a lot of Indian food because I can't take a lot of fat. So how are you gonna like? I can't eat butter. So what are we doing here? Oh my god. So I haven't had Indian food in a long time, but I like it a lot. um, there's this place in the Bay Area that makes burritos with, I don't remember if it was Indian food. It's like a weird curry in the burrito, bro. I'm not actually into fusion, but those were like, I made myself sick eating those because they were so good. I ate them anyway. I mean, my system could not handle that. I did it anyway. That's not recommended, but those were really good. Uh, n no. Why do you ask? Koi's G me? Well, yes, but no. I don't try not to talk about overly. Well, I succeed in not being overly adult. I am an adult. Wait, coffee. You should be an adult if you're drinking coffee. I'm confused. Sure. The coffee is for adults only. Um, statistically speaking, yes, Daniel. No, yeah. I have coffee. Well, this is technically an all ages broadcast. Cringe. Um, which is why we keep it very clean here. But I also um, I show I why are you studying? I hide the minors that say they're minors just because this is not that no. I feel a little bit conflicted about hiding them, but after actually not. Like YouTube lives are um interesting. Hi. Thank you, Elizabeth from Texas. Nice to see you again. Coffee! Yay! Oh, thank you for the positivity. Yes. The last thing I want is to anything that would be anything like a bad influence on individuals of our community. Thank you, Jenkins. I try hard. Oh, I've actually heard about some YouTubers having discords that were not good for their young fans. So I'm aware of that. Or like, yeah, when you're hosting any kind of party, but especially one of these parties, you gotta look alive. I mean, you have to have standards of conduct, or it's not pretty. This is a party. This is my party. It's as much as a party as I want a party. If a party is a party, party is a party. This is a party of one and you. So I'm more than one most of the time. It's a party. Alright, here we go. We're gonna write a song. I don't know how. Oh wait. I don't. I wonder if there's like a lyrics database where you can search the whole lyrics that are copyrighted in the world. Because I'm about to write something super generic, but like I assume that what I'm about to write has never been written before. Oh wait, yeah. I guess I'll just make it original. So that's a good. This is my song to prove it's a party. Okay, I'm fairly certain that these are original lyrics now. If they're not, I'd try it. Okay. What do I do? Should I have like party decorations? I guess that would make it more like a party. Okay. You know what's funny? You reminded me when I first became a cam girl, I had bought dead ass balloons and I blew them, blow them. I blew them up and I had like a mermaid underwater theme. I wish I had videos of that. So I can understand why you don't think this is a party. This is me burnt out party. Burnt out party 6 years later. There's no balloons. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. This is the christening of the party. Alright, let's say a prayer for the robots in the water. Okay, here we go.
This is a party.
That was terrible.
This is a party.
How is that worse? Oh, that was not worth the water or the robot. I'm sorry. I repent.
This is a party.
Why is it creepy dudes?
This is a party.
This is terrible. Alright. This is a creepy dude party. What plants do I have in my garden? What plants don't I have in my garden? Well, I just started a bunch of zinnias and sunflowers, and I'm going to start marigolds, and I already started Chilean glory flowers. I don't know, a bunch of random stuff. Garlic chives I started yesterday. Aromatic salvia I started yesterday. Only the lonely nicotine plant. They have a nicotine plant they sell as only the lonely. Okay, well, I planted it. Fun fact, the Nicotiana seeds are so freaking small. 100 seeds came in this package, but it had another little inner sleeve. I accidentally planted like 80 seeds just because the seeds are so small and I couldn't. It's like the smallest ones ever. Oh my god. So, oops. It'll be okay. I really, really like these plants. I should sell them, right? Hey. Anyway. I wonder if I need a license for that. No, anyway, not actually selling plants, but the fact that it's tobacco. Technically. Okay, here we go. We're gonna try again.
This is a party. This is a party.
Okay, that's so bad. We have to give it guidance. Let's do it. I think I forgot a word. I did. Okay, this is good. I forgot what are the defining words. Spirituality while using earth bleeping AI. I'm a Buddhist. Maybe a left-handed Buddhist. You know there's different kinds of Buddhism? There's no one path. Here we go.
This is a party, 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 party. This is a party, 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 party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Partying, party, partying. Party, party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party.
Okay, the vocals sucked and the beat switch at like the minute mark was weird, but that was it. I feel like if I just replaced the AI vocals with my own vocals, we could party on down with that one.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Party, party, party. I can feel the party. Party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party. This is really a party. Party, 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 party. Party, 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 party. It's a party. Party, party, party. I can feel the party. Party, party. I can feel the party. This is the party. This is the party. This is a party.
That was interesting.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Partying, party. Party, party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party. This is absolutely a party. This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Partying, party. Party, party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party. This is a party. Party, party.
This is kind of scary.
This is a party. Party, party, party.
Okay, I don't know if I'm just really sensitive right now, but that was really scary. Party, party, party. This is absolutely a party. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. This is absolutely a party. If I could right now, I would play 365 by Charlie XCX. Anyway, I'm not even gonna think about how basic that makes me sound. Anyway, okay, I'm scared of this. Here we go.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Partying. Party. Partying. Party, party, party. I can feel party. This is a party. This is a party. This is absolutely a party. This is absolutely a party. This is a party. Party, party, party.
You're with me.
This is a party. 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 Party, party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party. This is absolutely a party. This is a party. This is absolutely a party. This is absolutely a party.
Okay, next.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Party, party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party.
That was bad.
This is a party, 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 party. This is a party, 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 party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm party. Party, party, party. I can feel the party.
That was just weird. Okay. Let's try this one.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party.
That was bad.
This is a party. party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Partying, party. Party. Party, 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 party. I can feel the party. This is a party. This is a party. This is absolutely party. This is a party. Party, 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 party. This is a party.
I love the discourse that this song provides. Oh. Okay, we're gonna listen to this next song. So we're gonna adjust the party a little bit because it's a really like a weird industrial scary party. We're gonna reel it back.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. 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 Party, 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 party. I guess it's a party. This is a party. This is absolutely a party. This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party. I'm sure it's a party.
Okay, let's do it. No. I made it worse. I like the scary.
This is a party. Party, party, party. This is a party. Party,
I
party,
was like a
party.
robot with a weird accent.
I'm sure it's a party. I'm sure I'm partying. Party, party, party. I can feel.
That was so bad. So bad. military and industrial. Cheddar cheese. You want to super chat me for the cheddar cheese song? LOL.
This is a party. Party, party. This is a party. Party, party, party.
Oh my god.
This is a party, party, party.
That was so bad.
This is a party.
I don't know how, like, why does Suno even have those ridiculous male voices? The male voices are almost always so bad. The only time the male voice wasn't terrible was when it sounded just dead ass like Leonard Cohen or Bob Dylan or something, but then it's just like a robot trying to sound like Leonard Cohen or Bob Dylan, and I'm like, is that good? No. But it was the least worst. Oh. Let's prompt the AI. How can I convince you that this is a party? Well, I don't just listen to this, I produce that. You talking about just me as a load of bleep or my music as a load of bleep, just to clarify? Ew! My throat chakra is okay. How's your throat chakra? Thank you, Blake. Thank you, Ravi. I'm 0% drunk because I don't drink alcohol ever. Yay! You can super chat me for that. Oh, not the last thing that was said in the chat. Okay. Wow. Oops, never mind. Do do do. The AI is terrible. I should stop paying it. No. JK, ha 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 ha. What medication do I take for my schizophrenia? I don't think coffee is a good answer to this, but that's what we're looking at. Coffee and self-responsibility. Accountability. Yum, yum, yum. I wake up in the morning and I take a dose of accountability. It's my new answer. Yeah, self-accountability, magical, what the pills try to make you have, LOL. Mm-hmm. Do do do. Wow, I don't know if they changed the AI or what, but it's really bad. R.G. Smith. Dependable? Meh, you mean dependent? I like AI giving me song structure. Am I dependent? No, I used to write songs without AI. There's lots of songs that I wrote without AI on my channel. Nobody cares. So, whatever. I'm joking when I said nobody cares. That was like grade A, PinkMoonLust speaking out of character. Um, Literally, this life is about what makes you happy. If it makes you happy to reject AI and depend on your own intellect for melodies and song structure, then yay. If you like playing with robots that give you like song structures, yay. I mean, besides the robots draining the water and all that, yay. I mean, but like, person's gotta have a hobby. What are we gonna do here? Something innocent? My live stream glitched. I'm here. Hi. What's up? I'm hungry. What were we gonna eat today? Just like, I don't know. Do I have a salad? The slow realization that I may have a salad. I'm pretty sure I have a salad. I'm excited for this. So there's a salad and it comes with a little bit of chicken and a little bit of nuts. And I thought the salad would be better if I put more chicken in it. It wasn't. I thought the salad would be better if I put more nuts in it. It wasn't. So I'm just autistic as hell and I like it exactly how it comes out of the package, apparently. I'm gonna go eat my salad, which I'm pretty sure my Ooh, my salad I'm pretty sure exists. And if my salad doesn't exist, I'm gonna have a turkey bacon sandwich with tomatoes and a little bit of cheese and mayonnaise and everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's, which everyday seasoning from Trader Joe's makes everything taste better and I use it every day, just like the freaking package says. I might eat the sandwich. Wait, no. Okay, I'm gonna stagger the food that I eat today because I love myself. But in my mind, I want to eat. I don't remember if it's 400 calories or 600. I want to eat approximately 500 calories and then eat 400 more calories or 400 4. I want to eat 1,000 calories in one sitting in my mind, but let's not. Let's just not. I have gallbladder problems, so step one: don't eat 1,000 calories at one time if you can possibly avoid it. Can you avoid that? Sorry. Oh no! Thousands of calories are plummeting into my face. I can't avoid it. Okay. I don't mean to mock the real struggle, but I did mock the real struggle. Okay. Oh no, I ate 10,000 calories. Oops, yeah. Welcome to my old life, which probably did my gallbladder in. Probably for sure. My old life did my gallbladder in without a doubt. I used to weigh 310 pounds, and even when I was a healthy weight for most of my life, I've been a healthy, meh, I've been predominantly a healthy weight for the last 20 years. But even when I was a healthy weight, my fat intake was off the charts, and I thought I could get away with eating too much fat just because I wasn't overweight. But that was not the right life plan. Too much fat is said to be too much fat for a reason, and your body can only process the not too much fat level of fat. And you can get away with it if you're genetically dispositioned to it. You might be able to get away with it your whole damn life. But if you're not genetically dispositioned to get away with it, you can't get away from it. If you have gallbladder or pancreas problems in your family, do not F with your fat intake. Like, it's literally life or death. It's not just life or death, it's having a good life or not having a good life because your digestive system is upset or not upset. So even though you can eat 1 billion calories and still kind of feel okay, I would like to testify that that is not guaranteed and that it is finite. Even if you experience that, it's not forever. Lord have mercy. But anyway, I'm gonna go eat my salad, then I'm gonna refrain from eating too much, and then we'll see what happens. Also, so they did this study that I read that the study was taken back or the study was flawed, or like so if you're in a climate that suffers from fungal diseases like in gardens and stuff, then watering at night might not be good for you. But I live in a very arid climate, and I'm also so I just watered at night for the first time this year, like specifically at night, and everything was so much happier this morning, and everything like that more. So I've got a new night ritual. It's just checking for things that are eating my plants. I check the whole garden to make sure I can't see anything being eaten already. And then I'll water. And then everything will wake up happy instead of like waking up dry. It was weird. Like I feel like I was doing it wrong. Everything looked so happy this morning. Anyway, yeah. I have to finish putting seeds in the soil, and I have like 1/5 of my nursery open still, and I'm actually gonna do this thing plant instead of putting cups on the ground. My nursery is really just a shelf that has a bottom that's just against the ground. So there's a bottom level where I could put plants just like it's on top, just like all the other shelves that could go like that. But what I'm gonna do with one side on the bottom on the ground it has freaking sweet peas growing up and using it as a trellis. So one side against the ground is full already done. So I think on the other side, I'm actually going to take these 2 containers that have some kind of structure, but they're mostly just like there's drainage and whatever. If I put them against the ground and put dirt on top of them, they'll act like planters, which is a crap ton of drainage. I'll put some dirt on the side and it'll literally turn the cement into a planter box, basically. And think I want to grow. I was thinking about zinnias, but that would really cause a ruckus. So I haven't decided what I'm planting. I guess marigolds would make the most sense. Also, I could kind of like plop them over it, which would be a little bit mean, but I can make them grow around. Ooh, it'll be like a tree circus. You know, I don't know if you know this, but you can graft trees to grow in shapes. Well, I just thought of doing that with the marigolds under the greenhouse. I can make them go that way. That would look weird, but that's cool. Anyway, so I need dwarf plants. Sounds weird saying that. Well, that's what they're called, dwarf, whatever. I need dwarf plants that only grow this tall to put in these planters underneath the greenhouse shelf, or I need to trellis. Yeah, that sounds like a disaster. So I need dwarf plants. I probably have something to seed there. Anyway. Ooh. I think I have some random marigold seeds from like 5 years ago, but nowadays I have like weird exotic marigolds that are like perennial or just constantly reseeding. So both perennial and constantly reseeding. And the first thing I thought about when I thought about using those dwarf marigold seeds was like crossing them with the weird marigolds to make like weird half dwarf hybrids. This sounds weird. Whatever. Botany. Anyway, marigolds. I have a lot of marigolds from seed. Uh, Another thing I could do is I could just start them down there and then move them. That would work. But, ooh, I could grow some nasturtiums down there. Especially if they go back up under into the shade instead of into the sun. That sounds fun. Pray for the nasturtium in my front box. I don't know if my roommate. I don't know what. I don't know what my. Well, I didn't consider that he had done. I feel like he didn't see the baby nasturtium and didn't water it the other day. Well, when I take a look at it, I can determine what happened today, because if it was drought related, then when I go out there, it'll be fine. If it's not drought related, well, let's just say the baby nasturtium wasn't looking well. It wasn't getting eaten though, so I don't know. But anyway, uh, I like nasturtiums, but they do better in a less desert climate. Like, they don't like arid climates that much. They like shade. Underneath the arid climate in the shade, okay. But not out in the arid climate, no. I actually gave up on nasturtiums before I saw them growing wild at a park in the Bay Area. I was like, these mofos grow wild out in the field. Like, okay, I think I can grow them. So now I definitely grow them, but I have to like hide them behind stuff and like underneath stuff so they don't go in the sun. Yay! Yay, nasturtiums. Okay, I'm gonna go eat my salad. I'm excited. I have to finish planting the everything. I'm like so excited. I always overwhelm myself and have like 1,000 things to plant, or 1,000 seeds, not 1,000 things, but like 1,000 plants, which is like 10 rounds of seed planting. Oh my god. Anyway, fun. I'm gonna start posting garden videos soon. We're gonna relaunch the channel. Once I relaunch the channel, it'll stay launching. I pledge. Okay. Yay! I'm going to eat food now. Bye.